This meeting is being recorded.
Hey everybody, Brad Nein here from Tormenta FC Academy. I'm the vice president of the academy. We have a super important time of our season coming up where we have evaluations ready to happen. Today on the call, I have Jim Robbins with me, who oversees our Girls Select program. Those are girls that are born between 2004 and 2010. And then he also oversees our USL women's program. He's going to talk a little bit today about our new league we're in with the DPL for the girls, and then also what we offer with our South Carolina youth soccer side. Thanks for being on the call today, Jim. How's everything going?
It's going great, Brad. Thanks for having me.
Oh, fantastic. Well, we're going to get right into the meat of it right here. So as we talked about, the age of the girls that we work with are between U13 and U19. They're all playing 11v11 soccer, and you can see the birth years right behind us, 2004 to 2010. Can you tell me a little bit about what leagues we're going to be playing in this upcoming season?
Sure. Yeah, we've decided as a club that we want to try to take our top teams into the DPL League. It's the Development Players League. It's more of a regional national type of setup. We feel that it's important for our continued growth and development for the individual players as well as the teams that we have between 2004 and 2010 age groups. It's an opportunity for us to play teams that are in 4 or 5 different states. It also gives us better scheduling flexibility, give us an opportunity to host more home games here in the Savannah, Hardeeville area. And we think in general, it's just going to be more competitive across the board for all our players. So we think it's a perfect fit for all the players who aspire to play at the highest levels of the youth game, as well as potentially go into college soccer and maybe one day represent Tormenta at the USLW League. We also will be playing with some of our second tier teams. They'll continue to play in the South Carolina youth leagues. So though that schedule will be consistent with what it was before. It'll be 8 to 10 games over the fall window for the older teams, and then fall and spring for the younger teams. But in addition to that, those players that are in those teams will have the opportunity to train and play up in our top teams and get some experience and some exposure in the DPL.
Now, with that all being said, our players are generally from a wide area. We have players within our programs from Hilton Head, Statesboro, Savannah, Bluffton, Hardeeville, Richmond Hill, Walterboro, Effingham. Where do we usually train with these players, and how many days a week will they be training this fall?
Yeah, I think the intent right now is for us to train 3 days per week. We haven't solidified the days of the week or the times yet, but I think a good guess would be team training Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, most likely in centralized location like the turf at Hardeeville or the grass fields at Hardeeville. But we could also be using the grass field, which could soon to be converted into turf at USCB. But there may be some training as weather dictates how we go. Sometimes we could train in Savannah, but we want to try to stay as central as we can, as close to Interstate 95 as possible, to make it as easy as we can for all of our players.
And we're looking to put together the premier girls soccer teams in the area for each age group. We'll have a team in every age group from U13, U14, U15, U16, U17, and U19. So it's really vital that you get out to evaluations. Now, with all of this being said, what's our goals with this program? Is it, do they have opportunities to be seen by college coaches, and how's that going to work out for all the players?
Yeah, I think at the most basic level, our main goal is long-term individual player development. That's sort of our DNA here at Tormenta. So we want to put together a program and cater to everybody at that individual level. We want to see if we can get players who aspire to play, at the highest levels. We want to try to push them along. So, as I said, we think that this is a great avenue or opportunity to develop those players within a team setting. But like I said, our goal is to work with players who aspire to play, hopefully collegiately, hopefully with the USL women, maybe someday, with the USL Super League and NWSL, that's really our vision. So we want to work with the best and be the best and provide them the best. We think that this league, in addition to the other things that we're doing in terms of our college recruiting efforts and supporting people, supporting the players individually and collectively at the club level, we think we're well positioned to help all the players who want to play, college soccer. We're well positioned to help them achieve that goal. Our network is very vast and it continues to grow, week to week with our relations with the USLW team. So we think the time is right for, players who have that goal, who have that desire to play at that level. The time is right to think about Tormenta and be a part of our program.
Now, with this exciting time coming up for the girls' side, and you kicking off USLW this summer, we have evaluations right almost smack dab in the middle, in the beginning of the USLW season. So you're going to be doing some different things, and you may even have some USLW players at some of the evaluation sessions helping out with the evaluations, which will be pretty cool for our players that are hoping to play in college and at higher levels to see all of that going on. With these evaluations, when are they going to be starting, Jim, and what can we expect at those types of activities?
Yeah, evaluations for the girls teams will start the week of May 9th, and then we'll have an additional week, the week of May 16th. So there'll be 6 total sessions. So we're encouraging everyone to come out to as many of those as possible. And like you said, Brad, what we're trying to do is we're trying to pair up as often as we can, pair up players on the USL women's team and get them in and around and in front of all the players on the youth side of the club. We think it's important in terms of the culture and the overall long-term player development goal, to have the youth players work in conjunction with the women's team, have the women's team give back, and share some of their experiences with the youth players. We have I don't know how many different opportunities we have to do some blended training with older youth players in the club and have them train in with the USLW players, some blended friendlies. So as I said, we're trying to really open up the vertical integration pathway within our club and give players who are capable every opportunity to really push the bar and really challenge them to be the best player that they can be. And we feel that we'll be successful if we're able to really marry the two groups together and have them work concurrently. We just think it's a great fit, and there's not too many other clubs in the area, really on the East Coast, I think, that can say we're trying to do this. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and we're really looking forward to getting youth side of the club paired up with women's side and vice versa this year and going forward.
It's a huge opportunity for girls in the area. Don't hesitate to reach out to any of us. Evaluation registration happens at tormentafc.com/academy-evaluations. And that will also be in the notes for our conversation that we're having here. Make sure you get out to those and get to as many of those so you can show us that you're ready to play and be at this level. Jim, thanks for your time and coming on today. Is there anything you'd like to chat, final words here that you have?
No, thank you, Brad, for having me. But like I said, we're just looking forward to working with as many players as we can at Tormenta. And like I said, our goals are very high, and we want to work with the best who want to be the best, and we want to see players move up through the system and have that lifelong love for the game like we have.
Thanks so much, Jim, and talk to you soon. See you at the field.
Thank you.